this.
All right.
Let's do this.
Say who you are. I'm Rob, and you're watching Behind the Brand, something that's compelling and interesting.
Okay, great.
Look right into camera.
All right.
Let's do it once, twice for safety, yeah?
All right. Scene 1, 2. I'm Rob Corddry, and you're watching Behind the Brand. Watch this one, though. This is going to be a good one. I'm Rob Corddry, and you are in front of Behind the Brand. I know what I did.
I like it. Hi, I'm Brian Elliott. Welcome to another edition of Behind the Brand. Today I'm here with actor, entrepreneur, and talent extraordinaire Rob Corddry. Rob, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me on the show. I love nothing more than talking about myself.
We talked a little bit off camera about, waiting to get picked and picking yourself. What advice would you give to young people who are trying to get their start in what you're doing? This is not an easy business, and arguably nothing is, right? You're jumping in, you're getting started, but how long do you give that great idea or that passion that you've got until it's not working?
Yeah, it's really hard. The trick is, it's really hard. There's so many places to do things.
Yeah.
Right? So, and everybody knows that. And I've often given this advice, just go out and make something. Stop talking about it, go out and do it. And ship something, But I think the trick for a lot of people is, how do you know when it's not working?
Yeah.
How do you know when you failed,
Yeah, or the opposite. What are the metrics, as they say, for success? How can I count this as a win? It's not always money, right? Because
Oh, right. No, of course. No, it's never about the money as far as these things go.
and sometimes it's not even about the applause, right?
You know what? I think that it's hard for me to quantify it for people that don't understand it, because I would say do it and you'll get it when you're done, because the pleasure and just the satisfaction you get from creating your own thing, whether people see it or not, is just great. It's like when you're a little kid just doodling on a table. You're engaged.
Yeah.
You lose time. And that's what it's like when you are working so hard on something that is all yours, or it's all you and your friends, because you look up at the clock and 12 hours have passed and it doesn't feel like that. That's happiness. That's happiness,
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people get stuck. They get stuck in the fear, the fear of failure, or what other people might think, the shame tactics.
Yeah.
How dare you try out for that role? You've never done that role before.
Yeah. And you know what? And that kind of, that defensive stance is valuable in certain ways. There are, it would be, I'm sure there's something that would be a bad move for me to do. And, but perception, worrying about others' perception of you, I think is just a distraction that will never help you. Also, I'd say to get rid of that distraction, you might want to try and tackle the distraction that is people worrying about how people feel about the product in the end.
Yeah, talk about how you deal with that, because I'm sure there's a lot of, you create it and then you've got to answer to.
Well, as far as as far as the public goes, or critics or something like that, I have no problem reading a review.
Do you read it then? Okay.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see what they think and see if I feel the same way and where it differs, And I am, I guess, pretty thick-skinned when it comes to it, because I give criticisms the same amount of value that I do compliments. You know it when somebody compliments you and it's a real compliment.
Yeah.
And it's a small percentage of the compliments you get. And so the rest of it is noise. Same with criticisms. And if you just, it's such a relief to not have to then feed off compliments because then you're also not going to be hurt as much by criticism.
Yeah, that's very astute. I think that's very well said. You're not defined by the applause, and you're not defined by the criticism either.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
the balance.
Yeah.
You don't take it too seriously, the success or the failure.
It's a tool. I mean, if I read a criticism that feels real to me, like say that one compliment I got, then I think about it. And it's always, no matter how much it stings, you always learn something valuable, really valuable
Yeah.
from it.